Hey, yo, all, hold on. Sorry. Mike was having some trouble staying up. Some things got moved around a bit, as usual, and... Oh, I mean, I lost track of time for a moment there. Give me, some moments to... Oop. There we go. Okay, I'm launching into it as quickly as possible. I honestly lost track of time while I was... Honestly, I don't know if I should have even bothered putting up my schedule, given, it bled into just before this, but We're getting set up turbocharge time. Boom. Ha ha ha. What's going on here? Okay, good. It's just what you guys see took a moment to update. Ooh. Wait. Oh, that's not at all what I want to do. God damn it. There we go. Alright, now I just need to get my announcement going. Starting Alchemist and finishing Culinarian. Custom deliveries. They're easy enough to do right now. Off screen, I just realized like one of the good way to grind scripts is just to make a shit ton of verified some alt art, since they're, at least with the ones I bothered looking at, the easiest recipe with the ingredients, get the ingredients and such. Starting Alchemist, finishing Culinarian, custom deliveries, and firmament quests, because we will be doing those. We will also be doing something else when we go to there we go. Now I just need to autocorrect one of my... Oh! Yeah, that's what I want. There we go. There we go. We will also be starting, but not doing, the rest of the war quest line for Heavensward Relics. There's a reason for that. It fixes one of the biggest issues in okay, we're up. Okay. Before we do anything else, we're gonna go ahead and go to Culinarian. I have more than enough of the food needed to finish that quest. In fact, I made over so I could sell it to other people, because it's generally decently worth the money, even if you trade for some things. I might very well reach my level cap with Fisher before the Mogstone event is over. I'm at 81. I'll show you all what I got out of it, but while we run. Okay, so surface slap, same fish from being caught, from same fish you just caught. Identical cast. Ensures you hook the same fish you previously caught. So if I'm, and if some reason need a lot of the thing, not a lot of a specific fish. And price cash. Fully 100% guarantee you're getting a big fish. Also, I have now started using these. High cordials. Can't make them, but you can buy them for 20 scripts a pop. Gather scripts a pop. And I'm getting like 400 of those things, usually, give or takes. I might not be best at ocean fishing, but that makes it so much better, because that's almost enough to do this. And since I've got a region enhancement just now for this, and everything, and this is fully geared out for Heavensward, I'm doing better, you know. Didn't do so great hot this time, but because I made a couple fuck ups early on. But yeah, We'll go into why we're doing that and why we won't be continuing past that point. We'll keep the quest. I'm not going to abandon it like I did with the other things, but because I will eventually come back for it, I think. But I'd still prefer to do the gunning quest for that one next time. Oh, not gunning. Spear quest. That's right. That's the one I wanted to do. I'd like to do Mechanist too, but you know, because Mechanist is cool. But unlike AR, Heavensward, once you unlock a stage, you actually have access to it. So the only thing you're missing is a few minor lore bits, which you can look up. Also, yeah, Culinarian is nearly level 72, because, again, the Samal tarts, especially the Samal tarts, verified Samal tarts I produce a shit ton of, but also just because I made a lot of food. I am going to have to clear some of that shit. In fact, some of this shit gets cleared right now. Sorry, give me a moment, folks. I'm gonna need to fill my drink soon anyways, so after we do this, I'm gonna take a short break, do that. And then we're going to visit the Alapo sisters, and then start the thing. But, Netcrawler, Airclaw, blah, blah, blah. Before we leave Limpsa, we do want to visit the Mog Opinion. Actually, no, I can just look that up in my fucking book, that's right. I forgot to turn catch and release on for most of these things. Okay, I'm not remotely geared out for most things, but it helped a lot, and I'm going to try to do some of that off-screen after we end tonight. But you can see we're at 115 Mogstones, so from a lot of the stuff I've done off-screen. Wait, what? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I accidentally think I put all my fucking deep-fried Ocanas for sale. Oh, I hope that didn't... I mean, I'm pretty sure I have the stuff to make another one, but I don't want to. I really don't want to. Please tell me I didn't do... I did that, didn't I? God damn it. I was restocking my shit. Shit. Why? Oh, you stupid idiot. It was probably on her. Ha ha ha. Oh, shit. I thought I deliberately fucking... Okay. I fucked up there. Yeah, food for these will always sell well because people want them. They don't want to do the work. Which is entirely fucking valid. Okay. Nothing else has gone up. Counter-Strike's gonna get a rework. I don't know much about Elspeth the Live Letter, but apparently that's happening. Like I said, I hope it's safe when I was streaming that. I had a boo-boo where I accidentally said I was streaming at the end of a raid I was in. But, yeah, ocean fishing can teach you a lot if you're really good. I'm not, but even from what I'm getting, if you do good enough, you can still get like 8 of the fucking things, which is frankly a better time investment for anything else, because you're also getting scripts you can use to buy other stuff to help you. So, and the scripts will be good for next expansion, so, you know, I can immediately upgrade Fisher and everything else to a good degree when next time happens. Actually, I think I need my drink now. Wait, no. I think I have some left in here. No, but, yeah, I'll stick through it. Anything else? I kept this page open. And when I got fucked in a lot of ways, I managed to keep this open and remember some stuff. That's right, I need to finish off the quest with Kettle to the Metal. So, some interesting things about how awful this was originally. Chimera Hydra were not on-duty fighters. NPC melders didn't exist, so when it came to gear used to be destroyed when you turned it into materia. You could see where the problem with this was, yeah. Fates were more awful. I'm thinking one of the things we actually had to do dungeons. It was fucking awful. So, yeah, okay. Yeah, if you had dishes already, I should lay them out for Master Dilemont. Before we do anything else, because I was distracted by like 15 different things trying to get this set up in time. I should put these up for sale. Anyways, that and dyes. Take a good dye and you can sell it for a decent amount every time. Oh, the Light Silgarius actually has 2 die slots, as I was reminded. I remember how it used to be only 1, where it only changed the back straps. Thankfully, they let you change the metal color, or it looks amazing. I'll show off what my warrior looks like just with that change. I thought the highest score has still down my door. The benchmark is good as mine. Thinking your head of yourself, I can still beat your bloody 9 bloody points. Ah, but the perfect 10, it would be such a as legend has been stressed. Not that it to be made lightly. Alright, we have a Hildebrand lookalike in the background. I still need quite a few Mog Stones, but I think I should be able to get enough before the event ends. If it comes down it, without further ado, I plan on, again, putting the priority towards the other stuff in it, rather than... Master Development. The score, if you would. 28 goes too. No, it's 9 points. We have a highest score ever awarded. Huge, overly dramatic fuck. Perfect 10! Oh my god, you overly dramatic fuck. You had to fucking keep us in suspense. We have a winner. Oh fucks, the first perfect 10 in history. That's you were shaking your head. That's why I show your name so we get the touch reality. It's fun, I feel it surpasses me. It surpassed me. Oh god, that face. Oh god, we are fucking... Oh my fucking god. This is fucking Food Wars. This is Food Wars shenaniganry. I was not expecting this. We might have a winner for crafters here, folks. Then came the main course, sinking my teeth in the breading and delightfully light and crisp. My tongue was great with harmony of flavors, which burst forth in the circlet cut of Orcana, spinning. The great love went into making it till it was plain to my senses. And finally the third distilled by the time it was ripe to burst, but that it was, I could confidently speed in the morning glace, whose countriness served as the perfect extra to a wonderful meal. From the first bite to last, I felt the spirit of hospitality. God, this is some goofy ass visuals. Yep, this is Food Wars shenaniganry, and I'm 110% here for it. I don't watch Food Wars, but that doesn't mean I don't appreciate when I see this type of shit and other shit. The One Piece Food Wars things were hilarious. Yes, it's a real thing. The creator of Food Wars did some One Piece shorts, featuring, of course, Sanji doing his thing. Once back when he worked at the restaurant, and once while he was training at on the island. In the end, the pirates were in theme which divided her from the field. Making slash was hard work, she kept the dinner foremost in the mind. Dinah foremost in her mind. And I did about the right mother. That's how you learn Jewish guardian beat too. I taste me. It's me, especially tended by marinade. It's like when you made the cooked small meatballs for my friend. Oh, I like how they're tying it into the other meals you cooked. And the sweet from the sweet. Oh, see, you should make the like, none could doubt the great skill went into their creation. Most of them, so the thing to be great, who's the thing to be eaten. You have forgotten this and it made all the difference. Yep, you won, you crushed his spirits, great job. That's not sorry about being a culinarian. What? What, you didn't think your consequence is true? Okay, that's to be, way. Yeah, we got into a fucking mess of a relationship there. Yes, thank you for the first time in a long while. I have a place of food that satisfied not only my senses, my soul as well. Not forward to seeing you again, not as judging contestants, but as peers. I absolutely have to see how this travesty of a romance concludes in this quest. First of all, the lovey-dovey shenanigans are hilarious, even if it is between a Lalafell and a Lalafell and something that's not a Lalafell. The Bismarck's sex to you. He'll put the same shit again though. I'm throwing her off the upper decks. There you go. Might be as you should check on Hamasa here. I'm an extra mission member. But it was funny quest-wise. Like, it was funny, which is one of the best things you can do. I think depending on how quickly I do things, I might, do faster than my current planned rate of finish one, start one quest line, try to finish it by the end of the week, and then start the next one. Obviously, that'll pick up more when in some ways, when I start streaming on the weekends again with this. But right now I'm focusing on trying to get Mogstones. I'm at least halfway to what I need. For everything else, I don't actually, wrong place. I'm actually not sure how much I need at the moment. While we're running, why don't we check collection? I want to see what we've got on Mogpendium. Weekly objectives. Well, okay, I absolutely have to do this fight. This gets me 20. Thankfully, everyone doing it is going to make it very easy. I wouldn't be surprised if you also get this other stuff on top of it. Can't do this, but I can do the hunt. I do complete an elite clan mark bill. Okay. That's 30. I'm pretty sure the other one is island sanctuary stuff. Not really my cup of tea at the moment. Okay, no, it's exactly my cup of tea. I just can't fucking do it. Alright, you couple of idiots. You just can't give up. You know what you want to do? You made me swear it. When it work at it's cooking it. Working is cooking every wicked moment. But I was sure so I could prepare for the contents in secret. Very much into my editorial since that's the thought I want to exude. Instead, you exuded an aura of an asshole. So, you know. I mean, Jesus fuck. Girl is so far beyond down bad, it's ridiculous. I mean, I think it's I can't tell no belly to cook no more. If my melly belly insists. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, no, these two are weren't just fucking pining for each other. This is fucking straight up. They were fucking already. Oh wow, yeah. Hello. Just wrapping up Heavensward Culinarian. Oof. My mountsman elsewhere didn't specify Heavensward, so whoop whoop. Oh well. But yeah. I suppose nothing but to keep doing what I do. So I've only done 2 of the oh, pretty good. I've been doing pretty for here. I've been doing pretty good, honestly. Actually, real life wise, I've got shit going on, and it's been I spent like 2 days in just a funk off when I barely got anything done. But I'm doing better. It's just but I don't usually bring that stuff on here, so I'm not gonna make specific. Yeah, it's been a while. Will you keep it down? We've all had a gut full of your lovers' fuss. So, you didn't find this too bad. What do you intend to do now? This quest line is hilarious. I like the Goldsmith's one, but this one blows it out of the fucking water. I like the Goldsmith's one for Heavensward because I'm a sap. This one's just fucking hilarious. Alright, it was nice seeing you. That is a fucking vibe. I understand completely. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, I usually don't go to sleep by that time. I'm usually up way past it, but like, you sound like you have a functioning sleep schedule. So, you should keep on that. I do not. Especially lately. Captain, if you permit, I would beg leave of your service for a time. That's the thing I don't. And generally, she does help I will contemplate it as well. But it was nice seeing you again. Feel free to stop by any time if you want. I won't stop you. I will just say, fucking love the conclusion of Heavensward's actual story. I'm still in the expansion stuff, but like I've gone past the end of the feat of Nidhogg. I won't stop you. I'm a Coco here. Just gonna leave a blade behind. If you make her cry, I won't hesitate to make this place live up to its name. I love the sirens. I must leave your side for a while, Melly Belly, but I swear I'll turn to you and make you proud. Yeah, no, they be fucking. You do not call each other by those names. Anyway, I'm hot today. I'll wait for you forever and a day. So yeah, we were just, if you don't know, basically you end up partying to this little lover squirrel. This guy acts like a smug dickhole, and she gets fucking pissed off about it. Smug dickhole who's abandoning his job, basically. So she gets you in to humiliate him in the big contest. Over the course, you learn they might be having some feelings. This confirms that they'd be fucking. You also learn she, the boss there, of the also has a similar situation with another pirate from another crew, who she pretends she's trying to off, but just was actually trying to set up a nice date for. It's just, you know, she's so sundry about it. He didn't eat any of the food. She went through a shit ton of work that get made for him specifically, his favorite childhood food, and everything, just to make it all nice. So by the way, it's hilarious. I love it. Oh, if you know Food Wars, there was a Food Wars-esque cutscene. It was less horny, but there was still definitely an element of it. Finally, some peace and quiet. I am Padre Carlos, trying me to boy in my personal affairs. Well, all that bad, you were a positive influence upon Mahathi and me. He was writing out what it means to be a Korean. I've come to love my job even more than I already did. This is made possible for your cooking. Second humble thing given the power to change lives. However, for being an inspiration to us all, and a blade congratulations for winning the Elementor. A more worthy champion there has never been. She's also just great. She's a great character. She's an ex-pirate who couldn't actually handle being up on the sea. So while she tries everything to be a little, the little, polite, high society maid, cafe maid, every time she's even slightly irritated, she starts swearing up a storm, and it is hilarious. So far, this is definitely the best. Going to be one of the best ones in Heavensward. I liked the Goldsmithy one because I'm a fucking sap, and the romance angle got me because that was an emotional one. This is fucking hilarious. So yeah, Heavensward's proven some good shit with its captors and gatherers. They actually put in the fucking effort this time, even though all the gatherers were actually fucking entertaining to some degree. Even the most boring miner still had some fun stuff in it. But that's it for now. I'm gonna have to get up and take a little break. But before I do that, oh, my warrior. That's right, I wanted to show it off. I upgrade to the light steel Galeras, and it looks fucking amazing. I'm using both versions of turquoise. The green version for the straps, and the metal itself. I fucking love it. It looks amazing. It's almost enough to make me want to go back to my teal-esque hairdo I had for a bit. Maybe when I start off Stormblood, I'll swap over that one. But that's not gonna happen for a while. And yeah, I got this complete. Anyways, now that I've gotten this shown off, first things first. Touch base with the Alba sisters. One of the things I need to do when I have a little bit of spare time is get my gatherers geared up with their new gear. The reason I don't want to continue this one, even though I'll instantly complete the first step, is because honestly, I do kind of want to show off at least some of what it goes into the first step. And again, I want the version of the quest I do to be for the Heavensward weapon, because I feel it fits as a capstone, an after done capstone of Heavensward. Not that I'm going to be doing it right now. Whoop. Just kind of clicked on it, dude. We'll talk to Chloe first. Then I'm going to take a bit of a break, and we'll do her Zoe's stuff. And yeah, I turned it in. Unfortunately, I did not get the stuff I wanted. I'm currently feeding the Neckonist because honestly, most of my cutters grinding is still as this because it gets me the best stuff. Anyways, so let's see. Of course, same as always. Oh, good. 2 versions of Alexander, Void Ark and Circus Tower, the Naval. Frankly, I'd rather try that as my Mechanist once I get the gear up. So I'll see if I can't get that last level because it's at 79. Font. Okay, I can do that. Rival Wings and a Trader Dungeon. Not this week. Anyways, like I said, I'm gonna take a few minute break just to get my next, fill my drink, and get ready for, oh god. That was a weird fucking thing. You broke, everything broke. It was being stupid. It was being very stupid. I don't know why I did that. Oh god, an encoding overload. A longing, lasting one too. Damn. That sucks. It's gonna fuck up the recording. Nothing to it. Anyways. Oh shit, I don't have my fucking control set up. Whoop whoop. I'm gonna have to hook that up in a few moments. But either way, I'll be back real soon. Alright, folks. Let me just get this last part set up. Put something with me, and then... Well, it was actually very nice to have it with me. It doesn't rather defeat me, you know, when I fuck up and fail to run. Hooking up. Man, the armorer subclass is a lot better than I think some people give credit to in for Artificer. Like, it's actually pretty good in my opinion. The basis of this is that I'm using it on a fighter, and it really does. Well, it doesn't let my character quickly fill the role of a tank. Since I've only put free and fighter, and I'm not intending increasing any more of them. Everything else is going to go to Artificer. I think it works perfectly. But you fucking... There we go. Okay, my control mechanism is up. So when the thing dings, we'll be able to actually do it. But where was I? What I had noticed is that it includes an ability called Defensive Field, which lets you gives yourself in combat 8 temporary hit points based on your current Artificer level. Since I'm Art 8, that gives me 8 every turn. Holy shit. That is fucking broken. And since I'm playing a Warforged, I can't exactly easily get temporary hit points easily anyways. Oh, sorry, so on the verge of making the beast still alive. I will succeed for the children. So I think I need, this is increasing every time. We have 2 more to go. I'm going to go ahead and buy 4. I think 4 is a good safe bet. Other things? Let me just look through who needs the EXP the most. Honestly, I really need to redo my Culinarian one because it's already at so over leveled. It's got access to shit that would honestly oh, Alk. Really? Alk is the one. Okay, well, shit. That's the one I'm doing today. Yeah, Alk it is. Wait, hold on. Culinarian is just straight up 70, not 69 now. Huh. I didn't even notice it went up again. Yeah. I have 2 now, not 1, but 2 cut improvements. So those are, you know, the thing you use to actually finish the piece. Real good shit to get. What am I looking for? God damn it. No. Level 1. Corsian Maelstrom material components. Right. This continues to be fucking useless. Supposed to give me crystals and shit from stuff I made that isn't great, but it never has let me do anything like that with collectibles. Some of this I need to. But yeah, that's really good because art hadn't been giving me a lot of permanent hit points, but the ability to give essentially free for the bonus action, essentially heal myself every turn. It's really good shit. Wait, I'm Weaver. No, I want to be out when doing this. Wrong button. Collectibles. You know, I'm in the wrong fucking section here. I think custom deliveries. That's it. Mailstorm. There we go. There we go. So, while we spin the wheel, I'm going to go ahead and do this. One fun thing I did that I can actually talk about that I thought was fun was I figured out how to do that one thing I was do play some old video games from my childhood, old computer games that don't run on modern systems at all. The bot filter, and that involved installing
Windows 98 on a DOSBox simulator. No, we'll try to level this up, and then we'll go do the do quest thing. Yeah, what is it in collection again? Weekly photo. First time I've been able to do a weekly. That one will probably be a bigger pain. Bum 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 bum. I didn't need to just install it all the games in there, and God, I'm gonna that. Okay. Search and learn, but of course, not all actually interesting to play beyond the brief flash of nostalgia. But when I loaded it up and heard the fucking music, that was a blast of fucking nostalgia. Talk to construction, Sure, these are basic activities with nothing interesting about them gameplay-wise, but, like, they sure was nostalgia, and they were good little computer games for kids at the time. I still appreciate the cute little animations of the little dudes running around and hard ass doing things. Oh, shit, I miss counting how many of these I need. Whoops. Oh. Bum 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 bum. Boo doo 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 doo. So glad I hit that. Otherwise, I would be in trouble. I just get two more to make it. Yeah, here's your delivery. Yeah, she got any money down, blah blah blah. Yeah, we know this. I don't know what she's getting. Oh, okay, 130 satisfaction points. In that case, 150. 2 more maxed out. Okay, so what I need to do is grab 8. That would not be enough to make 3 of these. So, boom, boom, boom. Don't lie to me about what I'm fucking doing here. I did not cancel the fucking image. Fucking. There we are. Oh shit. I forgot. I actually bought some of the upgraded gear. Well, that'll make this easier. Yeah, I tried it up and got gear, but the problem all parts don't give a lot. For collectible targets, I prefer when there's not a lot of the stuff. I'm going until we finish this one, and I'm going to take a short moment to repair and ransack this for material. I'm sorry, I thought. Oh, right, that's right. No, that's going to give you 60. Actually, you know what? I won't bother. No. Okay, yeah, that's totally what I wanted to do. What? I have another one. Oh, right. The game gave me one. Yeah, this used to destroy shit. And chunks of grade 6. On that. Remembering? I'm gonna have to get more of these. I'm gonna have to get more grade 6. Okay. Instead of writing the special thing, instead of writing just get this leveled up. What it is, I'm gonna go through, pull stuff out, and then just start obliterating everything that isn't my gathering hit, because I want to keep that around and give it to the one guy. Also, apparently Moogles dance together. If you have two wind-up Moogles or other types of Moogles, they dance together. Okay, no, I'm stupid. I didn't need to get 6. My stupidity. I just realized what I did. Oh well. Right now, for my goal was grinding strips and such, as I want to dump it in. Upgrading everybody's, actual crafter pieces. Property always should be the jewelry first, because that applies to literally everybody. Once I get my shit maxed out, I probably am going to have to recalculate my crafting and stuff to be more efficient over and getting these done first. I can't imagine once I'm at full gear that this is impossible to instantly get the first hit, so. Okay, hold on, I need to. There we go. Now I got less you see. We're gonna upgrade all that shit, might as well. I couldn't kill my amount of crystals. Get the roof. Might have to go crystal, I think. I found a guy that I should have talked to the wrong one. I think the wrong one. No Coco next time on the looks up. I'll do that next time I'm up on that castle. So I've learned that people have been like cybernetics and loosely inspired by the fictional ones. Obviously, they're not going to like them since they're not happy devices. They're just portable little computers. Retro, oftentimes, at least somewhat retro. I think they're kind of neat. Like, for me, mainly when I first heard about the fucking thing, my opinion is it's more interesting as a prop than as an actually useful bit of tech. I vastly would prefer doing it literally everything that you're doing on that thing on a phone outside of novelty, but like as a prop for not going to an actual Shadowrun game or Cyberpunk. He took his old punch card powered Sway-Dough computer portable and turned it into one. The only thing I find wrong with it is the fact that the little Sway-Dough computer still looks like the same on the outside, and he didn't do any detail work on that. But he put an actual screen in it, and programmed it to actually recognize made it look all retro-y, like straight out of Fallout and shit. And using the card to activate its functions, like Mastodon, literally just the most basic browsing. Browse a random page on Wikipedia. functionality, and so on and so forth. The cards don't contain any data, they're just to tell if they're openable to that. But it's fun. Alright, so the chance I'm going to be able to get anything out of this, I'm not going to be able to turn it multiple ways. I very much miscount. That means space is going to get taken up again. Gather scripts. I'm doing good on my purple strat gatherers, so. Pick up my horse try to back when needs of all spies you get. This shit. I mean, comes again, blah blah blah. Repeats and cutting time. Yeah, they seem to have enough to the way you put out the horse. I can't define the whole thing, the mission I want to be a part of. No, it's fine. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, you know, it takes right the back what's for. You know, I mean, that's really because and I got a bloody godsend. That's what I think it goes up and leave it. Continue to threshold and I'm every day. Yeah, it's an improvement, but Jesus. And then they are on the orphanage. Kind of one of the kids was watching us, so. You save her at the orphanage. And there's still work done.
Thanks you, Haru. This is diving in though. Can finally keep my fitness arm running. I don't have to suffer your suffer again. No, I told my name was going to start crying. She said, "Why I'm crying anymore?" So I wonder for her what calling Miss Flutterfang, what can Miss Soul do? Give her my name, I would, but. Oh, yes, if only. Wait, can I hear you, Sissy? How can we really make her so happy? Aww. Collecting presents. Heartfelt one to go to. I feel like Miner's probably lagging behind. Lover's Clam. Impicus by Valmont, found primarily in western waters. Alright, before we do that, there is one little thing I want to do. We're moving this in here. We're pulling this out here. But honestly, I was forgetting to do it. I don't... Why did I keep that? From a monk, then I've never gave it to myself. Anyways. Let me just move that in here. Synthesis. If that's something I can use, it goes in the garbage. Wyvern leather? I'm pretty sure I can use that, so... And I'm pretty sure one of my guys has a slot in it. So I'll make sure to dump shit. Anyways, let's see what we get. A mount or a minion. It's probably gonna be a minion. A Pressapat. I think that might be even one of the ones up for Nab and the Mog thing, so... Diet of a newborn pass off, since they only see the truce in food. It's doing quite tasty. Puts it off and bred by Vanu. I hadn't realized that. It's subsequently lost the card game. Not a favorite, but it is kind of cute. Oh, I'm at it. Let's look for saddlebag. So Alk is now at 62. We will reposition which of these I want. So it's entirely possible the amount needed. Custom delivery. Heartfelt gift component. Okay, it's free. Still free. In that case, purchase. No. There we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Miner is lagging behind. No, they're basically the same. This is less too long. I thought. I wasn't doing that food-related stuff that often, so that could pass off as an eye. If viewed from sturdy paces and in the fog. I'm thinking of is playing with these little last balls, and sometimes they would try to swallow them. But I'm sure that's the thing of the past now. Now, for this return, not totally stop for you. Thanks to you, this will be one of the happiest days of the life, I'm sure. Right? Okay, well. Carpenter looks like it's the weakest off. Goldsmith's definitely in it. Well, Weaver is the next one we're going to do anyway, so I might as well. Boom. Oh. I'll need to swap out to the gear because I also bought it for this. Not so bad right now, but ooh boy. Boop. Yep, just let it do the work and then we'll move on to oh do 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 boo 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 do do. Someone thought made an interesting point. You shielded or me from the last season of Capaldi, second to last season of Capaldi was honestly a fairly based character. They had an interesting start, but crashed in the ground. But I think that's partly because plot-wise they were, you know, they ultimately wasted her on the utterly garbage Clara plot that derailed everything. Boo doo 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 doo. Boo boo doo 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 doo. Boo doo. Bo 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 bo. Yeah, I was just fucking out of it during the first 2 days, so I barely, honestly, I could have gotten a lot more done, but I didn't. I mostly just didn't play until a little bit of Saturday, a little bit of Sunday. Which is impressive that once I buckle down, I still managed to get stuff done for the game, but... Boo doo doo doo. I don't really need gather a script from her, it's just crafters. I am overburdened with gatherers. Because of all the fishing. Even if I'm spending it on high cordials, those are only 20 scripts a pop. So, I'm eventually gonna stack up big. Oh, shit, there's like, I forgot the last stage, oops. Oh shit, there's still more of these? Damn. I honestly just felt like, okay, well, that was all that time spent for this. Still, you know, weird. Once we're through with this, we'll do a, one of the very profitable trial. Then we'll, hit up Geralt. No, wait, we need to do Kettle to Metal first. I'm stupid. I need to finish Kettle to the Metal. Can't leave that quest off. To be frank, it might be worth it to do it with the AR relic just because my warrior, just because even if I don't identify that one as the quest line, it's just because it unlocks it for everything. So I'm really honestly thinking that over because it's, but I'm not gonna start it until I'm well into Stormblood. So I have till then to decide. Almost done. Almost there. Boom, boom. I'm hearing some people claim that the MCU is gonna get rebooted, which I do not think is going to happen. No. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, thank you. The children are as happy as I've seen them. Can I see their beaming faces? Wait, what? Only 2? Fuck. Well, I mean, at least this one will be one I can immediately turn in next week. So it's not as stupid as the other ones where I can't turn them in at all. I didn't read about a reading for them. How kind of you? Talking sure to feel the heart's showing what a wise but the same effect on me? Now, thank you. It's a happy day of life, I'm sure of it. And just an unspecified present you made. Why, Haru, you've been working on your tail off this week, haven't you? And the other rich orphan boys, stop pulling mine. Oh, she said that already. Yep. Alright. Rest. She didn't say anything new this week. Right, so I need to move that last one in there because I will not have room. I will not have... I'm already rapidly over fucking encumbered. Partly, So I'll go dump this real quick. We'll talk to Geralt. Go do the speak with Geralt. Or the metal stick kettle. And I will... Well, actually, hold on. We're gonna actually be going to Excellent, so for multiple reasons. Oop. Need that for a thing, but not right now. Actually, I don't need that for a thing right now. Anyway, that's ingredients was ingredients in both the recipes I made a shit ton of. Okay, have retainer sale, have retainer sale. I don't need those, so I'm not gonna fucking carry them around. Okay, Limsa it is. First thing first, we're going to be picking up a, honestly, I forgot to do some script exchanging for some better gear. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm still lacking in the gear needed for literally everybody, so. Also, I have not been having these guys get me the survival manuals like I fucking wanted. Should've. I'm about to run out of the squadron. Those ones are always good because they double up with, the higher quality company issued or ones to get from arena and so on. Where am I going up here? Right, aft castle. Else, yeah, that already gives me a decent amount of literally immediately. I thought so. That's why I did it at the tank. All right, everyone ready? Oops, let's be ready. What the fuck? God damn it, my targeting fucked up. Did I fucking misfire one of my buttons? I did, damn it. Okay, all this crafting and gathering and such, and finally got my one bar cleared out too. Ocean fishing really is the best. Oh, nothing happening. Yeah, I missed my opening hits. So that's not the worst thing, since, you know, I'm the tank and not the DPS. Alright, you bastard. Boop. Ah, good. Now that's up, but now I need to just wait until and damage zeroes out. So we just gotta wait till this thing fucking goes down. Okay, so some people just made some shit up about the MCU's thing. Completely expected. Come on, bud. Come on, Ultimate Weapon. It's time for you to die. Boo, boo, boo. It's time for you to die. Boo, boo, boo. Man, WoW lore is a mess. I mean, I've known that, but it's even worse than I thought. Like, it honestly disillusioned people that you could actually tell a good, coherent story in over the course of an MMO because of the way that, you know, they're built. The answer, of course, is it actually isn't that hard. 14 fucking did it. You just need to actually try to tell a story. The problem with WoW is that it's devoted to some really stupid shit, and that will always compromise the story. The Horde v. Alliance storyline ultimately hurts it because, like, it's almost entirely perpetuated by the Horde being horrible, evil assholes, and maybe sometimes the unskippable cutscene time. The thing being doing something evil, starting the war up between them again, and so on. The other problem, of course, is that the NPCs are always the PCs are always unimportant characters, unimportant characters in the plot of things. You're not important, and in fact, canonically, your character probably was not involved in any of the events that they are in, because a lot of them are too important to random nobody mooks, which is what you are. Then there's little things like their equivalent of relic weapons being basically thrown in the trash with no justification. Here, at least the relic weapons are less story important. The Death Knights in WoW get their own version of Frostmourne. It's equal, if not superior. And then you just stop using it because it's vendor trash. After that expansion, you'll find an entire quest line and it never shows up again. Meanwhile, the equivalents of relics for this are never stuff that is directly connected to plot. They're all made by the greatest smith, so him getting better and making better shit is a logical thing, and he's just a lot of times reacting to new available things. I can already see the integration of Idleshire and Ishgard in the things, allowing him to do things he couldn't do before. Same with Stormblood. I don't even know what the relics for Shadowbringers are, but I do know a bit about that, and that one makes sense because it's still ultimately the same guy getting better and better and better and better. That at least makes sense. But none of them are directly connected to big important lore shit. But it also has other little things like the fact you have characters who can spec swap between light and dark priests. When that is very much not how things go in the war. How you got people Sort of how like how being a black mage, you know, is sort of technically not allowed in some parts of the city states, but you're allowed to. Hello. Oh, thanks for the Rodelia. Thanks for the heal in the shit. That's amazing. Thank you for yeah. But yeah, thank you for helping pay my sub.
Such devastation. This was not
That was from the healer.
It seems
He's the first person to do that in a long while. So
Van Belsar,
very, very neat right now. So thank you.
the rest I leave to you.
We will speak later, Ascian. But first, I must deal with
But
you.
right, I was talking about
Who
WoW.
is here remains.
Now, admittedly, a lot of it's a second information, but like I do listen to a lot of people who really like WoW and just really
Let us
wish.
find the answer together.
Like, I don't know a lot about WoW, but I know the light and the shadow are very opposite spectrum things. And while you can be a shadow user and a good guy, and even be a shadow user and part of, you know, the more good guy group, it's very incongruous to just have them be interchangeable. Like, some of those spec swaps make sense, you know. Mages who might be, you know, specialists in one thing could theoretically be specialists in another thing. Or people who are just, you know how to use multiple different types of weapons, but, If I understand, warlocks are significantly less looked well upon in the lore of WoW, even if they're on the good guy's side, than black mages are in. Did I say looked well upon? Looked down upon. Oh no, couldn't see who that was, but either way, yeah. But honest, since I integrate this little bar down here. Oh shit. There. I was trying to go over there, but that popped up. Oh, I really shouldn't fat finger my buns, but hey, it's just a habit to sometimes have some of them. Like that one is always going to be fat fingered because I don't have that set up for EDU stuff. One of my control macros. Oh, whoop. One of my buffs ran out. Boo, ba-doo, 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 ba-doo. Use that a bit early, but getting closer than that. I just want to kill him as fast as possible. Story-wise, I'm currently in 3.3 and have finished off the final act of the Dragon Song War, which means it's time for both the epilogue story stuff to that and the and thank you again for the donation, Rodelia. Or Rodella. I said Rodelia. This would be going to you anyways, even without the money. Also, I do like your girl. But yeah, but I recently started the crafters for this and working my way through them. Eat, Mark, I don't know, let's see. And thank you for the follow, Katartiata. Wait for multiple to be there. Okay. I'll take care of that Elite Hunt Mark offline, since it's not anywhere I'm really going at the moment in time. Also, I'm finishing off the AR Relic storyline. I recently did that up to Theta. Now I'm doing the last little after quest. That line. Is that one of the cat book ones? I don't think so. No, it's not, because it's a trial. It doesn't count. That's fine. I can do more of those off screen. I'd probably be through with the crafters a little faster, but I'm also doing Mogstone grinds and all that, and finishing this off and going to start the Heavensward one, but I'm not going to really do it. It's just, there's a particular function that procs off me having this axe, and if you know anything about the relic, there's this rather annoying thing where you have to carry this around with you. You can't stick it in your armory chest or anything like that. Not armory chest, but armor or glamour dresser. And if you lose it, while you can do replicas of it, you cannot do replicas for any other of the ones from this tier. You have to do the entire quest line again. Oh, time for my wheel. Little fun gimmick I have. Oh shit! You know what? There's another function of this gimmick. I actually am so sorry, Redolia. Donating gets you a spin on the wheel. I have had nobody do this since I actually started this, so I'm gonna spin the wheel twice. I have to now lift a almost 20-pound dumbbell for 12 sets in each reps in each arm. I don't currently have a setup to actually show myself physically doing this outside the VTubering thing, but it's it's the squats too. But my tracking does roughly give you the idea, and it's not hard with the way I've acted before. It used to be set higher, but then I realized my form with this was absolutely dog shit. So the way it works is I do this every hour by the hour of my stream until the last hour, of course. I also don't start the stream that way, so, you know, for a 5-hour stream, I do it 4 times. I feel like I'm being stupid. It's 4 times, right? Hour 1, hour 2, hour 3, yeah, 4 times. Sometimes I'm very dumb with numbers. When it should be fairly obvious. There's 2 exceptions for this. One, if I fuck up, either do the wheel spin or forget to do the wheel spin and just not pay attention to what it said, I give people an extra 1. 2. Now, when I set this up, I thought people would probably only stop $1 or 2. So I at the time I said it was 1, but based on, you know, if I actually got a significant amount. So I'm thinking I will set it for 10 per. So you get a second one as well. 10 per seems like a good one. If I still get more donations past this point and so on and so forth, I might go down or up. I don't know. Oh, and we get to now. I'm going to do this upside down. Oh my god! I just realized I fucked up. But I was in a rush to set up today that my outfit is actually kind of a clashing mess. If you actually notice it, I have never done this stream with this. I'm 2 hours in, and I've only just now noticed this horrendous mess. There we go. So, now I will be flipping upside down. Oh. And hey, it shows the chat now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. Oh, no, that don't count. 1, I did it wrong. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nope, that don't count. 10, 11, 12. For a long while, I've been doing these at half the thing. And once I actually started doing it properly, it was, oh, the pain. Anyways, now I'll get up and... Honestly, I completely forgot that rule because it's just so rare. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Ooh. Go back a little so it gets better. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Also, that should be 32 squats, not 30. I forgot that they did. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 32. Not the first, but yeah. Got donation before, but it's been a really long time. The biggest was when someone donated to help me get a replacement computer part. Because the fan, my CPU fan had gone bad. But just sad that before the part could get to me, I had an influx of cash and was able to just straight up replace my computer to something significantly better. Ooh. Don't usually go straight from one to the other. Not on a bit of a hot, toasty day. Where is my spray? Ah. Time for my trusty bottle of sprayed water. Ah. Nothing like a little of mist water sprayed into the air above you. Sprinkled down on top of you. So this will stay like this for, honestly, usually lasts an hour. Or the rest of the stream. Because I have a habit of not doing it. Sometimes I'll even open up the next stream and it's still like that. So, I also mix some stuff in there. I don't have any scented oils to add to it, or like pieces of mint. That would be really good. So instead, I put a little Febreze into my little spritz bottle here. So I get a slight pleasant smell every time I spritz water out. About dumping. Maybe this spot could be doing with a bit more. Oh, it's you. Hey, you can take a drink over there. Skill's not gonna make itself. That guy's so clear about who's got to come himself to play softball, really. This shut his gob, cause it's me. End of story. Hey, everyone thinks the way about. Like this killer here. It's me, Chicken to Freedom, and a fresh truck down at the pub. When I'm finished, I'll be the finest bloody kettle in all yours here. When I'll pay a sullen bleeding ransom for it too. Just like the old days. The folk come back to have work done by your old mate girls. Wait, since you're here all, if you're willing and helpful, the sooner I finish, sure I can see if I can get a jealous man. No, Troy, who made that precious idea from yours? Because it don't make it bleed itself. Well, what do you say? I know you can ya. This thing's pretty much done, to the hell truth, but I need an extra something extra. I know, make it a forget. It's only a tool for boiling water. Seeing you were here actually gave me an idea. Thank you use for the Zodiac weapon. Stuff looks stunning. Should be easy to round up for someone like you. Bring me, say, 50 feet to the legs, right? Yeah, for a nice even coat. Candy on Haru. What? What? Okay, I actually do have a bit of a stockpile of the fucking things, but I'm expecting to actually... Well... Damn. It looks like I'm going to be doing that off screen too. This quest can fucking wait. And with it, the Heaven Sword one. My main grinding things are... Off-screen grinding are Cat Book, because it pays dividends. Crafters, and Mogstones. Once Crafters or Mogstones are done, we'll switch over to... It'll probably be Mogstones, but, food. Boop, boop. Again, thank you. Thank you a lot, Rodelia. Or Rodella. I'm sorry, I don't know why I add to it. It's, just, Right, I think I only have, because honestly, I haven't cared too much about doing this particular side quest, Chocobo Sound. I have 5 of them. I could buy a bunch of maps, but I'm not gonna go do that right now. Again, it's not totally worth it for me to do this. So, that's fine. That's fine. But, that means it's time to start Weeva. Thank you for making this day really good. Rodell. I have had some time lately. I know next month they're bringing back Moonfire. I don't know when, not 3, or 0.4. I don't remember which it is. 6.4 or something like that. 7.4. I think it's 7, but I have to be. Okay, it's 7. The current game is on 7.4. I'm still back on 6. Technically, when it comes to what expansion I've got. Promotional site, no, I just want to know when the patch is expected. Dawn Trail, oh no, wait, the next one is 0.3. Sometime next month. Okay, fair enough, game. Fair enough. I'd have preferred a more accurate date to know how much time I have before I'm out of mug, times to grind mug stones. I just want to check this real quick. Because, like, I don't want to get all these things, but I have that and that, so I've gotten the only 100 thing I want. I want all 3 of these, so that's 100 and 200 right there. Just on that shit. Then, 60, 90. I already got that, so, 120, 320, and 50. That's not really appealing to me. Most of these aren't useful, so, got that. So, I think it's what, free? Honestly, I lost track briefly, but it gives me a rough idea what I need. 350, 380. I'm going to wait until I have like 300 and I'm going to buy a couple of those things and then I'll save up and... Come on, alright, so the way my time in Goldsmith and... Culinarian went, I believe I can get this done in just 3 days. But, see. Severian, home of my favorite quest line from, Crafter quest line from ARR. You can buy all sorts of things. It'll never stop being useful to have, even if you're fully geared up. Okay, so, that got done. I need to get both of these, which is 500. Okay, I got enough room I can ignore that as an issue until off screen. Okay, in that case, that was leather workers, not... Where's... okay, I got both of those then. Never mind. I'll get the rest of those over time. But yeah. Well, now that I got that, I'm still not making it because it's the time to switch over to, stuff. In ARR, the writing for these weren't always top-notch. The crafters and gatherers. Gatherers had only one that was really fun. Miner was fine until the end when it crashed in a dumpster fire. And, Bonus was just not good. And honestly, Fisher was just fun because you had you involving, interacting with goofy characters. My personal favorite of such group was the, woman who is incredibly thirsty for you. It's mostly because of how at first I thought she was just flirting for a better service. But then she kept doing it and it got really funny how she kept trying to slip it in. It was real fun. But there are other ones. I enjoyed the Gobby characters. Goblins. Goblins call themselves Gobbies. They have a real fun way of talking and they wear gas masks and I love them. They are one of my favorite non-human races in this game. They're so delightful. Not only are just usually they good people outside, of course, the evil Goblin and Illuminati. Yes, really. And the Goblin and Illuminati are just wonderful. Get an entire quest line dedicated to being villains, and it's honestly way better in a serious way than you'd expect. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah. Fish was, fish. It was at least decently entertaining because the characters were fun. And here's the Firmament. This is what I mean by Firmament quest lines. There's an area in here called the Firmament. It's got a bunch of quest lines added to it now that I can go there. One of these is a crafter one that requires me to level 60. I could do it, but I don't want to because it's level 60 stuff is... Was it level 60 or level 70? Hold on. Level 70, my mistake. Level 70 is next expansion stuff. So, story-wise, that means that it's been at least a great bit of time between when it would be best for me to do it. Sickly fellow. I'm being asked to look around a orphanage called Nest. You might be able to resist these for creeps. Oh, what are you staring at me? Don't make me fucking put a bullet in you. This is the Mechanist. They are my favorite class because they are the most fun to play, bar none. Also, I just love the drip. But, right. Of the crafters, some of them are mid, some of them are particularly good, but not horrendous. None of them are as bad as the miner quest line with how it crashed and burned. But none of them were, most of them weren't particularly good. Weaver with a fun story about a goofy miner trying and failing to woo a rich girl who was actually interested in him. More so before he started trying to woo her, because he took very bad advice from his friends, and his outfits were absolutely he was wearing were honest to God horrendous. He'd get you to make him a custom high-end piece of equipment, and then go match it with things that just did not work, and then do stupid stuff. That one was mostly fun because your boss would always be left on the floor crying upon realization. He's right. Oh, give me a bloody fight. I mean, right now, I need to take someone back to the orphanage. Oh, okay, yeah, and they're all wearing similar outfits. That's fucking creepy. I hope, if they're all wearing similar outfits, I hope there's a fucking thing to deal with these fucking people. Rough fellow. There to be spying on children. Oh, wow. No sort of anything else you hastily feed the thing. Holy shit, that is incredibly fucked up. Thing that just happened in Quest. Not out there for this game. Again, I'm describing more goofy shit here, but yeah, this game got good serious vibes. So Weaver, fun. It was solidly fun, but honestly not, super appealing. Culinarian, honestly, it'd be mostly forgettable if it wasn't for the fact they did it part of the game, where one of the characters was in a coma, and key characters in a coma, and the other one had framed me for killing her, and I was making food for him. I had a lot of fun role-playing off that on screen. It was great, but oh good, I can actually deal with the three of them. The one from before. Oh yeah, what do you want? Look for me right now. Come back another time, will you? I'm happy to wait. Wait until we finish up, alright? And it's gonna turn out they're actually making food to give to the orphans. And it's actually not nearly as messed up. Because this game is a hopeful game. That doesn't mean it won't do fucked up shit and even fucked up shit to kids. Just, not here. Yes, good. Contract's fine out. We wash our hands like you told us. Your sweat's ready to serve. Let's fight here. We don't need to burn yourselves. They're just helpful people feeding orphans. Alright, we had to tend to the children first, right then? You have to business with us? The lady who runs the orphanage was worried about suspicious men. So, well, for what's worse, I don't blame folk for being suspicious. We're not exactly what you see working at an orphanage. You do look like you have a bit of a uniform going on now. Yes, feast to be Temple Knights. We were there when the horde descended on the steps face. We all took wounds. Dragon Horde, not the other MMO Horde. We all took wounds that forced us to hang up on our shields. No, Dome, we have you to thank for it. I did save the day and end the war. Nowadays, we have retired soldiers fun work and look up after orphans. When at first we thought it was some bad jest when we said they were taking care of children. I think I'm going to turn the music back on because honestly this game's music stuff is often better than what I'm choose fit the scenes, but yeah, too late for this one. At first we thought it was some bad jest when they said we'd take care of children after all. No, Spades. We didn't feel equal to the task. Look, you got to us, we play with us, make it taste good, we're great with y'all. Didn't seem happy enough. Here we are. Our children in no danger. The concerned citizen. Okay, so she wasn't even running the place, she just saw people working there and assumed. Karen. Okay. You leave me on, please come back and play with us. Culinary in this time was much better you get contacted by a nearby restaurant that's also affiliated with the Culinary Guild. The waitress wants you to enter a contest that the head chef of the restaurant is entered and has won before because he's acting like an arrogant prick, and she wants to put him in his place. It's actually a lover's quarrel. It is a lover's quarrel. It doesn't become obvious until a bit, but by the end, it's extremely obvious the two are fucking based on how they talk to each other. She's hilarious as a character. She's, dressed up like the maid, tries to be a prim, proper lady. When she gets pissed, she starts swearing like a sailor because she was a pirate and is still a pirate at heart. She gets too seasick to actually serve on a captain's ship, so she works at her, restaurant. The missing member, because it's an all-female crew. You don't so be able to find a suspicious man. The key for the guard for terrorism, the worst of them. Yes, and bring children some sweets. My thanks for clearing up the misunderstanding. Cockroach rusk. A meal I'm not gonna eat. But the XP is nice. That one is just full of fun stuff, even if I do very much yell at the game for one minor quest bit. If someone says they don't like food, tricking them and controlling them into eating something they don't want to try is a dick move. Not good. But otherwise, it's a solid one. It's great. And it turns out that the guy who's acting like a prick, that was all an act he was putting on to throw people off. He actually isn't that bad. And the reason he was slacking off on the job is because he was preparing for the competition. He's not actually a dickbag. The other one I did, Goldsmith. That was one of the funner ones last time. The story wasn't particularly great, but Goldsmith. Yeah, it's got to right? Please teach us how strong like you, myself. Like you require. Well, part of like trying to fight you. In the original Goldsmith, you work as a goldsmith and the Goldsmith Guilds help out. Who's talking with Rasputin. That one's fun because the guildmaster is actually new at her job, so she has to rely on a lot of help from the old Magitech robot that's been with the guild forever, since that's one of the things goldsmiths do. They make fine clockwork parts. What's talking to this guy, that is. And he is a fucking asshole. He's a tiny, sassy asshole, and I love him. He's called Gigi, most of them are. And Gigi, he talks like that, and then he's just absolutely, he will trash talk everything he made. Yeah, all this shit in the orphanage. That curators do much for us. We want to have something that needs to run, but we don't know what. Yes, do you? But yeah, we're always looking at this. Best way to help is done playing in cell sorts. It's too dangerous to find a rock here in the district, running up other people's children like. You're always against my idea, so sell. Let's talk about it. You can just stay here, I'll go and get a temple to live in, I'll handle it all by myself. Oh, Bear Princess, Kate from getting killed. He's gonna get himself hurt. Please, help us stop him. Most of the details of that one don't really matter for the ultimate story, which is that it's mostly just real fun characters. Gigi's a fun asshole. It eventually ends with a thief kidnapping one of your customers who he was actually framing it to be the one responsible for what happened to him. Where do I... faster for me to just teleport to Foundation. Anyways, Gigi saves the guy by knocking the culprit down long enough for someone else to actually take care of him, because when you're a crafter, you don't count as a combat person. There's only one quest line that actually, type of quest line that actually ignores that, and the crafter classes do not. So, but Gigi is seemingly irreparably damaged. But then you have a brilliant idea. You take the masterfully made ring you made from one of your customers in a job that no longer exists, and place it inside Gigi out of the belief this will somehow fix him. And to be fair, it does. Mostly because he's so fucking pissed that you put your garbage made by you inside him that it brought him back from basically the dead. Again, he's a tiny little fucking asshole, and I love him. He's great. Oh, it's you again. What about me? Don't be. Meanwhile, in Heavensward, this part, this is me. I want to take another way. So was fine. That pays good coin. So I heard just coming up such as too dangerous for young ones. See? What did I tell you? Okay, can we do to help the orphanage then? I do like that kid's fit. That jacket looks... That jacket look looks great. Granted, children, we can issue a trade-craft levy instead. Trade-craft levies. We received. This is a game mechanic you can do actually. So this is fun thing it uses the actual story. To have small amount of suppliers. Never have too many hands filling them. It's a good way to grind if you want to do it. It's the best way to grind early on. There are other good ways of grinding later, but it's one of the best ways because you just find one good thing that you can mass produce and just keep mass producing it for the quests and turning it over and over and over again. Utterly brilliant. I now have need a firewood and rope. Whatever guns then stay off and not only coin freshly cut game as well. I thought coin and meat. It's at least happy. It's work once. I know we could get try to make the rope. He could give us a hand with firewood. There's a man named Ashad. He sells all sorts of materials, but he doesn't let us have any. He says that it's not for play. You're asking for some wood scraps for us. Great, afterwards coming us back at the orphanage. So that one involves being asked to handle a commission by a local jewel shop. They've been commissioned to make a anniversary gift for the wife of a high-ranking member of the local guild, not guild, free company. If you know anything about like WoW and the Horde and Alliance, this game has free such groups, but they're all friendly rivals, not actual enemies, and they will work together against their actual enemies. You can join any of them. I recommend you do. There's lots of stuff you can only get in the game through them, so it's very good. If you like making yourself outfits, pick it up, because it's where I get all the stuff that actually lets me glamour my outfits. The best place. You also get all sorts of other stuff, and it's a good place to go to trash equipment you don't need anymore nowadays that you get from dungeons and such. Anyways, so yeah, and the guy's almost always down in the battlefield leading his men from the front despite being high ranking. And since this means not only is this one of the rare occasions he's back home, it's their anniversary. She wants it to be special. Well, you eventually manage to come across an idea shortly after you come up with it. Chad. And you Fox. And never thought you could cut some for great hair. So let's over some cheap craftsmen who make everyday wares. Same thing you need. Is that the way? Well then, here's some wood scraps to take free of charge. I'm gonna try and do a pop promotion to bring to the eye, you know? And I'll do what I can to support them. That's touching. Stuff like that's always touching. The husband comes in and he's got the exact same idea you had just came up with. He wants to commission it for his wife, and then swears you to secrecy. So that'll make things awkward. Two of the exact same gifts. I think that even if you'd just done that, they still would have loved it. But of course, you find a way to push it beyond. The music boxes are going to play a song from their favorite singer, who's actually a friend of yours, but that doesn't come up in the quest, unfortunately. Who is how they met at one of her concerts. So you go to the guy who wrote the song, and after hearing what it's for, he writes up two unique arrangements that are designed to come together to form a third arrangement that sounds the most like the original. That way, each music box would play it. You stick them there, turn them on, and of course they fall a love heart. And it's a very sweet, sappy scene. I'm a giant fucking sap, so of course it's my thing. Fair. We've been waiting for you. So do you have the wood scraps? There you are. Did you manage to get the wood scraps? Yep. So these scraps of wood are too small for construction. They can still be used in smaller applications. Sometimes there's funny stuff here, so you want to read it. Or lore. Thank you. We can work making rope and firewood at once. Oh, I forgot to do the music thing. I'm very good at forgetting to do my stuff. Like this and flip it like that. Get wrong. It's just going to unravel again. We did it. And then said that I was to collect from here. You should have made these items. Yes, sir. I think so. Maybe I think that I treat you with any leniency. No, on this report, not accept not of inferior quality. Good then. Say then perhaps there is no cause for concern. Here, the coin and meat promised. If you are said items, there shall be opportunities for you to earn more. Although, let's take this meat rest can have a museum taste too. I think it's best we cure it and set aside for later. But anyway, we can do both. Hey, it's a fine feeling to make ourselves useful. We'll keep doing what we can to help out until orphanage. Thank you. Please keep visiting us. Please visit us again. I don't know why I read it that way. Sometimes I just misread lines. For the rest of them, armor and blacksmith sound like they'd be similar, but they're honestly different. Blacksmith is honestly less interesting than armor, though. Blacksmith, it's mostly just learning to appreciate the art by your drunk but enthusiastically friendly blacksmith guildmaster, and also taking commissions from a guy who helps the guild make lots of money, who also doesn't like the guildmaster. Not because he's a bad guy, they just have very different views about how such things should be run, but they also appreciate that they're both good at their jobs, so it's just that grumpy at each other thing. It's fine enough. You get a fun bit where you make a commission for a retired guy coming out of stuff. It's, you know, it's fine. It's fine, honestly. In hindsight, I think it's, again, it's the characters, but it's not the worst ones out there, you know. Blacksmith is more fun because you get this asshole in the Blacksmiths Guild, or Armorers Guild, who fucking hates the way the Guildmaster is running the guild by, you know, trying to train up as many capable people as possible, and in doing so often having to baby a lot of people who aren't really talented to be able to actually accomplish their jobs and such. And this guy is infuriated by that. He thinks they should only be taking in the cream of the crop. So you know, generally go up against him in small things until eventually you just straight up have a fucking competition. If he wins, the guild goes in his direction. If he loses, it goes in the guildmaster's direction. It ultimately culminates in the guys you made your armor for, putting them on, and getting a live test where a bunch of guys slam their weapons into them repeatedly. So for most of the tests, it proves, you know, equal. Most of them completely ignoring the people going to town on them. And then Admiral Rollweb, the leader of the faction that the city-state that place is set in, pulls out her gun and motherfucking shoots the fucker as the final test, freaking out the guildmaster. My armor stands up. The other guy's armor does not. And so one of her minions up on the ground. Not too badly hurt. It still absorbed most of the blow, but he did not come out of it unscathed. Which means you win. That one was fun just because of the fucking ending scene was batshit, and I loved it. Also, I'm a big fan of the character of Merlwib. I've said it before, but it's have to do with the fact that, you know, 1/3 of it is to do, honestly, I'd say 1/4 of it is to do with the fact that she's at least a decently interesting leader. She and her people have done bad things, but she's at least honest that, yeah, they rat fucked some of their allies, but, you know, they were in a bad situation, and it was a matter of her people or theirs, and she chose hers. She doesn't regret it. She just wishes it didn't have to come to that and such. And is fully willing to let someone who helped save her ass chew her out for doing those things. She'll argue back, but there's literally no punishment for doing it. So. 2/4 of it is because during ARR, a time of not great acting, if they had any at all, because budget problems with the game, it was just a fact. The matter is, if you know anything about 14, you know that the original version of the game was trash. They had to reboot it. They did it in the most awesome way possible, but when it came back, they were not able to afford voice acting as much. So, and when they did, the American studios ended up with a lot of people who weren't very good at their job. Like the leader of one of the other city-states, Kenny Sana, one of the worst voice actors in the game. Anyways, Merlweb's VA, though, was full of, as I've often referred to it, piss and vinegar. This woman felt like she was fucking full of energy, full of a desire and a will to fucking push forward and do things, to fight for a cause and all that. She's great. And 1/4 of it is she's hot. She's hot, so it's mostly the other things that make her so hot, mind you. But it is. It be what it be. Let's see. Other such things. Carpenter. You deal with a loud and, as I've seen him depicted, Blind Blessed-esque guildmaster, who's ultimately a nice guy who likes making toys for children. Oh, yeah, okay. How do I do a beard? It's been a bit, but I believe there's some. It has been a bit since I made it, but I believe it's possible to get some of the hair near the face, and then you just bunch it up a lot. Like you get it to, you know what? It's hard for me to visualize it right now because I've got the game open, and I don't have V-Roid open. I might be able to open V-Roid with this, but let me. I think I'm gonna log out of the game real quick and yeah. You bunch it up to make it's sort of like how you make hair curls. You do that, you try to get it all around the face, and it's not easy to do. I had to watch a YouTube video to show me, but I managed to get it to work eventually. Honestly, one of the things I'm more proud of is the detail you might notice around my character's neck. The whole holes leading into space thing. Let me pop my character's jacket off. Here. Yeah, fuck. Stay off. You can see it better now with the arms. That one I had to figure out on my own. Basically, I made a bodysuit version of the skin and made patches of it invisible. And underneath there, I replaced the original skin texture with a space texture, which is notably also the texture I use, the base texture I use for the hair. And while it's not really visible, my character's eyes and mouth. Can't really see it from this spot, but if I did a zoom in, you'd be able to see inside my character's mouth and see it's also space. Yeah, that's not something that was. Yeah, Space Buddies. I really like the space theme when I came up with it while I was doing it. But, yeah, it wasn't an original part of my model. It was something I did much later on when I finally figured out how to make a thicker around model. Because I'm not exactly a thin person in real life, and it was honestly annoyed me how thin the models looked. When I finally figured out how to use Bender to do stuff like that, I also made it so, my models had this bodysuit in it. Because that was the basis for it. There's a lot of details that don't normally show up, because I, don't take my model's shirt off very often, but I also have stuff there. So, yeah, it's something I was very happy with. Ernest Aventura. This is staring right at you. Wait, hold on. I want to talk to these guys first, actually. And I say, hey, not. Oh no, I talked to them. I think. I see we can truly be Haro Fox. But yeah, Carpenter's big quest line was Carpenter's not Carpenter. Story was, helping reunite him with an old friend, the guildmaster with an old friend. Oh, Fox. I stumbled onto you here of all places. Thanks for getting carried away. It's just we've been wanting to meet you for a very long time. See, ever since it's about what's Hoary Boulder, and this of yours. We've been taking an odd mission for the Scions. Hoary Boulder is another adventurer in the same group I'm part of. In universe. His name sounds weird. That's just what his particular race subgroup of a race name themselves. Hoary Boulder. They do very still rivers, stuff like that. There's another subset that do names in a I don't think it's a real language, but it's a made up language. That's who Morlib, for instance, is part of. I cannot pronounce her fucking first name for the life of me. Losophosin, something like that. You also, of course, have the elves, who aren't very much like most other elves. The humans, the cat girls and cat boys, the small people, the bunny people, the lion people, they're a lot more bestial looking than the cat people. And of course, the race I play, the lizard people, some might say dragon, but notable, but they're not. And that connection actually has it as a backstory thing where the ones who ended up in this particular place did not have a good treatment because of the whole bad history with dragons they had. I'm interested too, easy. Oh yeah, I did it. With one of our comrades being Ishgard, and we also joined the Friend Steps of Faith. That we saw you go again in combat, and we know I'm sure and say you carried the battle. And then you decided to put on it into the entire war, owing to which our friend decided to return home. She's now hard at work helping with the restoration effort. Say that all are welcome to aid in rebuilding, regardless of where in. Are you pursuing too by any chance? Theoretically, I haven't actually done any rebuilding stuff. Plus, they rebuilt. For reference, Ishgard got destroyed at the start of the expansion due to the war. Not completely, but at least a chunk of it. And the restoration was a player-driven event where the players worked to restore the firmament. This also meant the opening of player housing in this area. And you got to see the place develop over time due to players' efforts. That was a long time ago. You still sort of do stuff to contribute, but it's, you know, they're just letting you do the quest after the fact and such. So they did get a massive rework. There's another event sort of say like that later on. Yeah. So you are? Yeah, that's good. Then perhaps you've seen our comrade. Yeah, a bit easy, but we're struggling to find her on account of being influenced the city. You know to see her. Won't you let her know that we're here? She's Elven, which doesn't say much in these parts. Vendors can tell each other apart, isn't that right? Elven are the elves. The Cote are the cat boys, Lalafels are the short. Hoorah is what I am called. Roganin are the big people. Viera are the Bentons, and I actually can't remember what the other ones are called. I'm gonna start this quest too, because I think honestly I should be able to finish these today. Looking upwards and towards new heights of the firmament. Oh, I forgot to turn my music ticker off. Oh, it's always a pleasure to see you here in the firmament. You'll be pleased to hear that the district is home to an ever-growing number of thoroughly satisfied residents. Thanks in small part to your tireless efforts on our behalf. In particular, I'm proud to say that we have spared no effort to realize Lady Hilda's ideal of a place where one and all can have a roof over the head. And really, Friday are willing to work hard and make an honest living. Well, that's better than before with, you know, the incredibly classist bullshit that was going on with Ishgard. Not that, you know, the other places don't have issues, but Ishgard's shtick was noble lines and special blood that made you better than everybody else, and so on and so forth. And of course, a dogmatic church. They didn't have a king. They had an archbishop who was clearly supposed to be a pope, but they decided for some reason not to call it a pope. And an inquisition. They had an inquisition. We run into them badly. They tried to have this guy killed. Well, actually, it was one of their enemies pretending to be one. But the fact that nobody fucking saw through the act of, you know, and doubted the actions of the Inquisition said something about the Inquisition. Everything else for swimming on that front, I have decided to turn my eye to Lord Briarden's astute recommendation, encouraging him to flow goods and services, so as to build a thriving economy. So it's the area's lifeblood. As such, our men have been hard at work putting the final touch in the ward I had dubbed Featherfall, the Roman center of commerce and trade. But one reigning issue solved, namely, how you might distinguish our marketplace from the jeweled Troza. So if we had hoped to attract vendors and customers alike, alright, we must offer something that they cannot already find at a more established location. Matter of consideration. Considerable thought. It struck me. We were at the beginning and message from them over to fly the trader that firm might see the Holy City's new hub of foreign trade. To my knowledge, which not saying if we're not true, but would ask that you come with me to our, as our designated administrator, the free city states. The free city states are the default cities you go to in the first installment of the game. So you just make sure that they show them one of your influence and prestige. You can start in one of the free, and that's where you do your tutorials and where you meet your first members of the Scions, the big group you become part of. So, well, quite honestly, if you would, I would be coming as well. Lord Trellamund. I'd say, but what reason would the Count did run there? Well, oh god damn it. So there are 4 main houses. Halanate, this guy. Durandare, the 2 others, both of them are slipping me at the moment. But Durandare are the designated assholes. All but one of these people is an actually nice person. Is an asshole. And that one's the guy who quit. He used to be the Count, then he quit and retired to a life of crafting. He's actually a pretty great guy. Far from my place subject, but for whatever reason, with Count Durandare, I wish to come along with our humble expedition to play like your honored houses rather, say, conservative views towards expansion of foreign trade. You not take so attention to my house, Lord Franzel, and what I believe to be my homeland's best interest, and I will continue to do so. It's kind of sad I forgot one of them, because one of them is your best friend group. Outside of these. Yeah, so now not give the most fuck that says and a white brim front. And anything we've ever done, but sure that we take only necessary precautions to defend the city from external threats of time of war. You just can understand our position. Literally the only reason so many members of this family have caused me problems. I don't buy it. It's what is over. Our nation has entered a new age. Started by the house owners left behind in the times. Yet this most vital conjunctures my son and heir remains lost to sea, and are either too young or willing for the task. So it's me to see the matters myself. Maybe it's the other house I was getting mixed up, because there's like 2 ones that aren't great. Durandare is usually the worst one now. I'd say there's some merit to me as well, after all. Whatever organization you intend to conduct, they can only be by the sense of the head of Hishgard's highest of houses. Or the guy with a member of the house, but not, the heir. I may have got another guy mixed up. So you have no objections? You offer us much assurance, Lord Charmand. I would not dream of refusing it. Of course not. We depart at once, yes? I've heard Grandma is most lovely this time of year. Yes, my team's always been our expedition, close neighbor. Have Garlemald. Go. No, that's a very wrong place. That's a bad guy empire who fucks everything. Britannia. Which admittedly is also a pretty fucking awful place. Well, the free city state. I don't like it. They're like Ishgard, but without the self-awareness. Anything about Dennis Tower there is known as the Carling County Week suitable. It is then. You take her not to lag behind, yes? Asshole. Oh, Charmon, wait. We'll focus on the inner quest first. This might unlock no new side quests too. But... Oi! Hold on. You! Hold on, I have a naughty dog. You little... Nope. You're fine. You're fine. It was your sister who's the problem. Yeah. They're young dogs. One of them has a habit of, trying to destroy my bed. They're puppies. Gotta train them out of it, but it takes time. Anyways, what were they? What were the other... I have a title here for it. Yeah, titles from stuff. Hortense, that's it. I know it's starting in F, but it's all French. This place is based on France. So, anyways, House for Temps is the other really good one. In fact, they're the guys who let you stay with them in Ishgard or when you first show up, and they're often very helpful. They're not perfect. One of the kids is a fop who, well, near the end of the game of Heavensward, when you're enacting great change and leading things to become peaceful between their long-held enemies, the oh, there we go, Dismal. Actually, I think it's Dismal who's the resident assholes who are about everything. Durandare is just not always great either. I can't remember actually off the top of my head now. They'll start with D, and now I'm kind of confused about which ones are the awful ones. But yeah, poor Timps are bros. There were 3 sons. One's the bastard. He was the best boy, the best thing out there. Then there are his 2 brothers, the rightful heir. He was kind of an ass, but at least he's self-aware. So that when he realizes how awesome that his brother was right, you really are that awesome, he apologizes for being a dickbag, even if he wasn't openly being a dickbag. His brother, on the other end, the youngest, wasn't intentionally awful for you. He's just a lazy fop who mishandling of an event later on led to a protester getting shot and nearly killed. He goes, "You there, do something about her." And then she gets an arrow in her, and then he just stands there while his guy pulls another arrow out and nearly finishes the job. And sure, the science. I think you hadn't protected my home then. You know, if I might ask. Whoa, that is an outfit. I mean, I have worn similar things as a warrior, but never in leopard print. And so, if I may say, what joyous sightings, stick them out once. Is you? Will you not join me? Quests like this are ones that unlock things. If they have plus, that means they unlock something. That one's the main story quest line, or the main scenario quest line, or MSQ for short. This particular one is the last of the Ishgard classes. I haven't done that one because, well, like the others, it's tied to the story here. I know for a fact from having seen it, it's the only one that's not hurt from being done later. Whereas both Mechanist and Dark Knight are. I'll get to those in a moment. So, anyways, yeah, Carpenter's about helping fix the friendship between the Carpenter Guild guy and one of the high-ranking men within one of Gridania's military organization that you can join. A big part of their splitting is because it turns out, one, they barely have time to see each other because of their jobs, but 2, when they do, it almost always ends up in an argument because the military guy has been using the same weapon that his friend made him for literally years and years and years and years and years. And his friend has become increasingly upset that he still carries the thing fucking around and is worried he's going to get himself killed. What the fuck's this? Oh. Also something for later. That's 2 expansions from now. Well, eventually it gets broken. Proving it right, and you have to go deliver the new one in the middle of a combat zone to save his ass. Another worker. You have to enter help the boss enter a contest. That normally they enter no problem, but a lot of but they're overwhelmed because a lot of their people are fleeing to a new organization that's stealing all their work, and bad mouthing theirs. Their entire shtick is they do the work at half as well with twice the, but make up for it by using twice the needed material. And in Gridania, that's a big no-no. You know, it's really have a hero's sense of direction. Thanks for finding it. And it's been too long, my friends. It's mostly fun because the guild master is a hard ass. We had nearly a word for you. Sorry you had forgotten about us. I mean, the restoration workers kept me busy, but I couldn't be gladder to see you all. And the retire present for our reunion makes the moment all more special. Alchemist, on the other hand, oh, that one was great. Adventurer. Basically, the year later starts out with, oh, you're all adventurers, yes. He's Swift Guard as well. The lady and the family have been kind to me. Something the matter, my lady? The late stranger's been probing about the nest. I'm worried about what it might do. Sounds like a job for us. It'll be our first outing in a while. Very well, let us take ourselves to Nunes and look at this creature at once. Yep, Wheel spin time. Last of the night. Look at this creature once. If you have a spare moment, however, perhaps you'd care to attend this with us? While it spins. Alchemist is by far the best of the AAR crafters, bar none. It starts off with your boss, offloading most of his scut work to you, as usual. But lift a 15 pounder for 4 sets of 29 reps. Oof, that one's a lot. Perhaps you can take care to attend this with us. We'll finish this cutscene and then I'll do it. Slowly but surely, you earn enough of his respect that he starts expecting actual work from you. Mind you, his work. While he focuses on create his masterpiece of a work. But this leads to things. Yeah. Oh, I need to. We're just sitting down onto my weight first. Eventually, while doing scut work, you actually get told to deliver something he should have checked, which was rate or 5 stuff to a criminal organization. 7, 1, 8, 9, 10. And it turns out the cop who caught you with this understands that some of it on purpose. 12, 13, 14, because she knows the guildmaster. 15, 16, 17, I might have lost count there. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Whoop, actually I did over 1. Oh well. Let's make this one match. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He eventually sends you on a quest to 8, 9. Father this person he knows. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, no more, 24, 25, 6, 27, 28, 29, and since I did an extra one, 30. Okay. I'll take a short break between reps. Got 3 more of those too. To get a big item from her. Turns out the thing you're looking for is her, a belonging of her sister and his ex girlfriend, or more accurately, his dead girlfriend. He wants it as part of his masterpiece project, and she's kind of livid that he needs to give up on what he's trying to do. He's been chasing it for too long, and it's honestly destroying his life, and it's honestly a messed up thing to do. So she refuses, even though she said she doesn't even have the thing. It was lost when her sister died during the great big calamity that happened between the original version, at the end of the original version of the game when they rebooted it, and the start of this one. So, the Guildmaster instead has you fashion a facsimile. The sister shows up to try to stop the process, only for it not to go the way you expect, you know. A mad magic user trying to bring their dead back to dead. That's classic fiction. We all know how it's going to go. Except, no, it doesn't. She wakes up perfectly fine, thanks to the item helping guide her soul back to her body, which I also forgot to mention, yeah, she kept, and she was rather upset by, though it's been kept preserved. At which point, he begs her forgiveness for being a shitty boyfriend to her. An absolutely terrible boyfriend who didn't do enough. She tells him it's fine, his devotion to his work. 3, 4 is why she fell in love with him in the first place. 5, 6, 7, and then her body starts dissolving to life. Turns out, 9, 10, 11. He wasn't foolish enough to try to bring the dead back permanently. He was just looking for a way to say goodbye. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. This absolves things between him and his fallen beloved's sister, and she even gets to keep the replica you made of one of her sister's prized weapon. Hold on, I need to screw this thing on. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, almost went for 30. It is a touching and honestly just brilliantly done in Ren's story. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is one of the best side quest lines in the game, in my opinion. 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Mind you, there are others that blow it out right. Okay, 14, 15, 16. Most of the good ones that I've experienced so far have belonged to the 17, 18 combat classes. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Alright, I'm gonna move over to take a short break while I'm moving over that and keep talking. The combat classes are generally divided into 3 categories. The original class quest, a job quest, which is the term actually used for most classes in the game. Yeah. For the original 12 classes and jobs, originally actually was 11. They added one in a patch, and that retroactively it's basically considered part of the start. There are I have done 9 out of 12 of them. Ravishing Resident. Okay, that's a name. Did I hear that shot? Okay, this is a multi-part quest line then. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Small break to continue the thing. 14, 15, 16. You don't have hit him at threats. 17, 18. But you mean you answer to us. 18, 19, 20. Wait. Hold on. What the fuck? What are you doing here? This is another NPC. I will. Let me just finish this. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Okay, so, context. Each expansion, including the original, includes a free big sub storylines. Originally called Beast Tribe quest lines, because you were helping the Beast Tribes. But that was a political term for the less humanoid races. And so that eventually got changed to what is now Allied Societies. This guy is the main NPC of one of the free Allied Society quests for Heavensward. Deft Arm is a member of a race called the Vath. Most are actually called the Gath. They're a hive mind bug species. The Vath are a subgroup that have broken free of that control and gone on to try to build their own lives and own society as individuals. Deft Arm has found his purpose in life as being an adventurer, building his own adventurer guild for his people, and considers you his master because you were literally teaching him how to be an adventurer. It is an amazing quest line, the best one in Heavensward, and honestly on par with the best ones in ARR, of which there were 4. Wait, are there 4? Hold on, let me go. There were from Heavensward on, it's free, but in ARR, it's actually, I think, okay, the Kobolds, the Amalja, the Sylphs, the Ixal, no, it was 5, and the Sahaga. I'll get to those later. Stay your weapon, friend. I am not an enemy. I'd like you, that's why I'm called. I carried a permanent book. Even though that's very permanent. I wonder if you can do this quest. No, you shouldn't. This shouldn't appear if you don't have this quest line at least partially done. Master, look at you that you are. Please tell me that I pose no danger. That stick he's holding is actually one of his species' guns. I was expecting it to be something goofy and not actually a threat from the way the game was posing it, but I was not expecting it to my buddy Deft Arm. Yes, it's well in the Dravidian Forelands, you say? Impulsively. Please forgive my discourtesy. No harm was done. He gets that reaction a lot when he first meets a group of people. At least it's better than the other allied society that tried to cook him and eat him. They're bear people. They eat bugs. He's a bug person. Somewhat understandable fuck up. But then I will take my leave. It's much work to be done. Yes, much work indeed. Here we were able to avert the misunderstanding. So it's funny about condition for what do you say we stay for a spell? Really? Good boy. You here would be please me do it, and I got distracted by that. I didn't do my other half of the third set. Hey, yeah, we'll stay here while explore ourselves as we continue aiming to follow your example. Adventurers and admirers. Those are also some of the places of some of the best stories in this game. And ARR, a lot of it's about repairing, at least partially, repairing the relationships between the non-Beast Tribe people and the Beast Tribe people, because some shit happens. So each one has a different focus on how they go about that. Some are very tangential. The Sylphs, technically, are one of the few that already have. It's mostly just to deal with the parts of the number of Sylphs who aren't so great, causing problems for everybody else. But, yeah. And of course, all of these ones, when you finish them, combine together and culminate into a collective one. It's also source of the only sets of quest lines in the game that acknowledge that you're both a crafter and a combat-capable person. Because there's always at least one quest line that has you crafting stuff per people. You just need to have an acceptable crafter. The Ixal for ARR, the Moogles. If you're familiar with Final Fantasy, you know of the Moogles. And here. Alrighty, well, let's go to Gardenia while I finish this. Beautiful place. Not so great people. 1, 2. Sure, Limsa's full of pirates. 4, 5, 6, 7, but they're mostly reformed pirates, just trying to build a society. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and Ul'dah's filled with ultra-capitalistic assholes, but like this main story outright deals with them being ultra-capitalistic assholes who make everything worse. Well, it was nice to see you. Hey, you have a, good sleep and a good day tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm just finishing this up. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, I need to stop for a moment and get myself a drink. Okay, well, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Who? The other arm just a moment. But yeah, their original class quest lines each have their own story about them. And then you graduate to the jobs, and then from that point, it's just job storylines until they, from that point on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. Of the job class quest lines, originals, 15, 16. The rogues are the best. 17, 18, 19, 20, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29. Okay. The others have good points. More, not Gladiator. Marauder, that is the axe wielder, one that turns into the better, but still not the best, warrior subquest job. It's alright. The best moment is when the guild master, in an attempt to make it get better, gets a bunch of his people together and plop helmets onto their outfits. The only change, and pretend to be mysterious monsters or villains who you must fight. It should be noted, one of the people sent to aid you in this fight is his own sister. It's plainly obvious what he's doing. It's hilarious. He hams it the fuck up. It's a fun one. But that's about the only good part of that quest, really. Lancer sucks ass. It's Gridania. It is Gridania to the core. It entirely revolves around a complete and total misunderstanding of the meaning of the word courage. Its entire thing is a debate between two characters, neither one of which understands courage, but the guy who's wrong understands it a little better than the guy who is right. It's fucking terrible. Let's see. Thaumaturge. That one's alright. Yeah, so this Gridania. Why is everyone need more lunch than I imagined? Oh, I wanted to talk to him. Thank you. Gloomy so that I can discuss Madden. I'm glad I do not live here. You? Yet this nation is something right now. Oh my god, you're a fucking idiot. Wait, little Chaman. No, that's what I was afraid of. Not it's coming at you, but I'm afraid the types our reserve types do not warm easily outside. Not to the degree of our own people. Fairly count frauds because this might sound local policy on offer before we even make it. Come, we'll stop him. No. Look, I hate this place, but Danker and Gloomy is not how I describe it. It is beautiful and it's pretty and I don't know if that's just someone simping over someone else, but even they're both part of the same guild. Who knows? This name here is a guild. Anyways. So yeah, Lancer is fucking just legitimately garbaggio. But Thaumaturge, Lancer is precursor to Dragoon. Rogue is Ninja. Oh my god, I never named them. I need to name these. These are special job change things I made, and they don't have the names. I'm stupid. Thaumaturge is precursor to Black Mage. In that one, you're learning to be a Black Mage and being taught by the 5 guild masters. So the oldest is the one who's the main guild master, who run the Thaumaturge guilds. Of them, there we go. Of them, there's actually a 6th brother, who is the only one who doesn't have the magical reserves to join the guild. In fact, if he even tried casting a spell, he'd likely drop dead. So he's become an alchemist, entirely out of the selfish desire to achieve his dream of joining his brothers in the guild. Their relationship is kind of frayed, and one thing led to another, he gets possessed by a demon who leads the other brothers learning to better appreciate and care for their brother, and doing a bunch of shit they normally wouldn't, because they're kind of cowards, given that, squishy mages and everything, but they braven up enough to do something dangerous, nearly dying, trying to save their younger brother's lives. It's a good one, not the best. White Mage, precursor Conjurer. It's terrible. It's bad. It's Gridania. I think you see the pattern. This one involves a character whose healing ability, who gets routinely yelled at by the guild leader for going around healing people, but he's a stupid piece of shit who refuses to actually explain why he's yelling at her, and that it turns out she's using her own life force to heal people, and that she's going to kill herself if she keeps it up. She doesn't know this, and instead of explaining what she's doing wrong, he's constantly treating her like garbage. Eventually, he does at least have a smidge of self-awareness. Am I just not very good at my job? No, you're not. And of course, it all revolves, unfortunately, around one of the core tenets of Gridania, worshipping their evil tree gods who are tyrannical pieces of shit. And now, her mother apparently figured out smartly that the tree gods are actually evil monsters, but actually it's about her daughter learning that no, the tree gods are actually good guys and you should listen to them. They're not. They're awful. They're evil. The story has never made it compelling. Oh yeah, what does he have here? Fortunately, it would seem he was yet to engage the townspeople. For instance, the big reason the Gridanian don't like strangers is because strangers could piss off the tree gods and leading to the tree gods murdering everyone within the area around the stranger. Possibly even after the stranger is left. Because again, they're tyrannical pieces of garbage and bad guys in every fucking way. Anyways, it's not good. Monk comes from pugilist. That one's a fun one. Your guild master used to be a badass extraordinaire, but he's gone old and lost his capabilities, but he still pretends to be good, and this turned one of his 2-star pupils away from him. Part of what you do is helping reunite them, but also it's helping him regain his gear. He's a fun character and such, so, you know, it's a fun thing that eventually leads to you helping him win a challenge against an old guy from his gladiator days, whose ass he kicked way back when, but now he's old and this guy's no longer scared of him. So you gotta kick his ass again. Yeah, I'm not gonna speak of Sonya and nation's most prominent traders, so let's for him quick about I'm a busy man. I'm attending outside. It's rude, arrogant ones, least of all. Bugger off and do it yourself. Why the sheer gall of that woman? Checked the man, and we are guests then. Just you and I once were wary of outsiders, like good her here. Who are these people wary of? In a world outside the healthy art house, or the prestige of our house will avail us of no special privilege. It would behoove us to conduct our affairs with a measure of humility. We only arouse suspicion of people. Let's try to look at another. One of the guilds for which the place is so well known? Let me say, very well, let's stop blithering and being off. If I let's go, this part of town is the old good inn. Would that be correct? Hey, yep. No. This is the, old Gridania is over here, and I'm a member of the order, so, you know, we will get special cutscenes from doing it. That's one of the fun things. The game will actually recognize when you're doing stuff. It's usually small. The only exception is not letting you heal people during cutscenes, but at least they got smart and started including healer characters in cutscenes where you would be desperate to have someone healed because, you know, understandable reasons. To show that, no, you couldn't have saved them. Of these quest lines, I'm going to go ahead and skip the Heavensward ones, because the original ones, because those are some really good ones. Mechanist and Dark Knight are amazing. Place seems very lovely. No doubt we can find someone willing to assist us here. My sister, what's that now? Hey, excuse me, I don't believe we had the pleasure. Well, no, but I sure know you. That's Camp Solo and Camp Dragonhead. And Lord Hodgfon's invitation. That was the best boy. Poor man. I did, look up. I was one of them. Finally, at that time, decided to stay with staying his meat and meat in the warehouse as well in the company for a moment. He spread a bit of cold outside. He said, yeah, to stay with me this day. And long after I returned to Gridania and hung up my blade. To the great man. I had hoped to return to shore one day to visit him. And then his tragic passing arrived. Now, finally I believe he's gone. Oh, my friend, not one day goes by that I do not think of him, and the kindness he showed me in the darkest days. And though I will forever mourn his passing, it takes solace in knowing that his sacrifice was not good, for because souls like him and Haro here, the war is long lost over. Welcomes a new age of enlightenment and restoration. I mean, a great area. I hope to start a trade that will benefit both our nations. Know of any merchants, traders who might be interested in exploring such a possibility? However, nothing would please me more than being able to return the kindness that your countrymen showed me. And I would do work for the rabbit traders today. Is perhaps you heard of them? Says Charge here. And she said, oh, I'm looking for anything new business partners. It's right here. I'll bring her right over. And it says, if the god himself sent you, I would be honored to meet Lady Masanta. Oh, I know that character. I've had some interactions with her during seasonal events. So, Dark Knight. It's fucking quest out of everything. Bar none for these. Dark Knight's shtick is that you find out the Templar Knights of Ishgard have, not Templar Knights, but the Inquisition have killed a man. And holy, and you know, trial by, for what crimes you don't know. And then they've gone and dumped his corpse. And the man fought like a demon possessed, often ignoring wounds that should have been fatal to him to fight far longer than they should have. But they've gone and dumped his corpse in the room, where the pores are. They consider it an act of charity, you know, because they can steal all the things out of his. You go and investigate, find one of these little baubles called soul crystals. With the exception of this job, they're things that, you know, you carry around, and as you do and learn how to do your job and even explore new possibilities on how to do your job, your experiences are etched in crystal and then passed on to whoever you give it to. This one's the exception because it's empty when you get it, but all these others are full-on ones. When you grab this, you black the fuck out, and when you stand up, the corpse is not a corpse, and he is talking to you. It's the Dark Knight. And it's a questline all about the first half is all about dealing with your fucking resentment at having to constantly save people's lives. Constantly do every little fucking thing you're asked to do. Petty bullshit after petty bullshit. It's great. It eventually turns out your mentor isn't even a real mentor. It turns out that the poor guy's corpse is being puppeted by the manifested your you know, rage and anger and bitterness over this has manifested as a thing that has possessed it, who is notably not trying to kill you and replace you, not trying to do anything to harm you. It's just trying to help you. It just wants to help you. It wants to help you by convincing you to drop the hero biz, go somewhere else, and just live your fucking life for yourself and stop putting it in danger for ungrateful pissants. It is an amazing job that ties heavily into all the bitterness you're dealing with in Ishgard at that fucking time. And it's great. It eventually involves you taming and that part of you, who accepts that your optimistic desire to keep helping people at cost yourself, but reminds you it will always be there. You just need to ask for its help. It's just fantastic. I don't know the surname the company kept, but think that would be the benefits of our nation. Steve, to say you said, how do you social receive to say the guest range I've heard so much about? I'm a to Black Raiders fame. Are you happy this for me? Hold on. Actually, I think I've done quests for outside of seasonal events, but that's the one I remember more. Hey, I know how to both make events later. So I'm today I'm saying the great construction of our fair city. It's building a thriving economy, and I wish to invite the realm's permanent trading concerns to establish efforts in our new commercial district. Will you not consider bringing your operations to Ishgard? I heard that Ishgard and open your borders professionally, I would not to receive such an eager and enthusiastic proposition. Anyone, now into that, salesmen would like to be aid. I run a business here, not a charity. Yes, what should I expend this to? What do you offer that other places do not? Yes, of course, but surely for tier donations offers many opportunities. For example, Francel, why are you turning to the outsider to help you? The finest security wins. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, so she's got her own personal boy band that her company sponsors and that she's rather fond of, both financially and personally. Well, aren't you sure one? Yes, I have no idea what's amazing style again. Permanent band of troubadours that serve that lifts spirits of Irish name hands in after the war and listen string to the choir verses in the process. Well, alright. How to experience me. I can become the Ishgard. I love that. That is amazing. I thank you, Lady Man said that to his kindness that we will not soon forget. Spare me the flowery words. I'm only went out from looking at my own business interests. And I see you are as well, no? Man said it's going. I have to take full inventory to determine which of our fine goods to bring north. As they say, choose no smile and those who carry. The second half of the quest line for Heaven's Sword. Thank you ever so much, my friend. No, without you. You meet the corpse's friend. I answered this question with only exclusivity. I found myself at a loss. Out of the realm, I'm less under pressure. I've served us well when small. We have succeeded here despite the moment. How's the sun out there for stop because of it? No, they've absolute why we succeed here. You know nothing. It's a far more stunning for not to show you how nourishing the upper crust are truly done. Yeah, okay, bud, whatever you say. It turns out Frey got caught up in shit while out fetching supplies for his friend, and why not? Once they know who I am, I'm not sure you're all, but I'm sure they've seen. Fucking life. I'm supposed to get a turn to the road. Yes, yeah, it's been much road. By the time we take to the road again, I hear they call Oda the jewel of the... Let's in the trading world, so let's wait to see what opportunities await us there. This is a fluent culture nation. It's popular that places do important success in the age. Here, it's people no doubt afford me the respect I deserve. Darker Street is centered around, I recognize the Ruby Road Exchange, so we make that our first destination. You know, the exchange is quite a long history. It's also fairly located just on the way from the airship landing that we have touched down. Yes, so that's already. I'm like supposed to stand here any longer listening to your ramblings. Disrespectful asshole. Anyways. Oh, a little touch on one of the first things you do in that quest. You're saving a young girl who got upset when her grandma got knocked over by a temple knight who fucking abducted the girl and took her back to the Inquisition, knowing that they couldn't take it back to the temple knight headquarters to punish her because their boss actually fucking has standards and morals, and is, as time goes on, a good friend of yours, and would probably have them executed for doing what they were trying to do. And you proceed to slaughter your way through every fucking one of these fuckers to rescue this girl. And it's heavily implied after the quest end that half the things that the split off part of you says in a cutscene is something that your character is at the moment screaming. It's great. There's another moment when you rescue the goods of a merchant and he whines about you getting blood on them because, you know, you had to kill the bandits who stole from him to get him back. And it goes on a fucking tirade. And the guy runs away from you. And this soldier who admired you and what you did just looks very unwell about the rant you just did because it involved saying that you should have let them all fucking die to the monster. It's just fuck. So fucking good. Just solid classic shit. That the monster that was going to wipe out their nation. It's solid writing. Hell, it gets even better if you read your journal entries, where normally it just tells you basic stuff about what it was, so you can make sure that when you've been gone for a while, you know what you're doing. They actually put hints and shit of characterizing you and your anger. It's amazing, but it gets better. Like I said, in a different way, but it gets really good. You see, this other guy, he doesn't like you. He thinks you're too optimistic and nice about this whole Dark Knight thing. But he's desperate for help. See, he has been caring for a girl the Temple Knights tried to murder. And they don't know why. So he needs your help to protect her while also trying to figure out why. Slowly but surely, you find out she's got an strange aura around her. She has essentially a soul way beyond what a human Ellison girl should have at her age. You eventually find out she's somehow got the soul of a dragon. This is, of course, still a miss in the war with Ishgar, or it has with the dragons. And while this one guy, who became a Dark Knight after his master saved him from the Temple Knights murdering his people, our people, because again, we are both Aura, for, you know, maybe being dragon. He's very bitter about it because the first time they had conflict over this, his people let the Temple Knights go peacefully and they just came back with a bigger force and murdered his parents and everyone else. And the only reason they murder a kid is because his master fucking killed them and saved him. Yeah. So, yeah, this guy's a very angry boy trying his best to save this girl. After confronting a lot of issues about why he's doing it with her, they find out the truth. Basically, her mom's a clergyman, with a high-ranking clergyman from a house that always marries into always becomes a clergy. A woman. And the dad was seemingly a devout man-ish guard. He was actually a trader who was solely drinking dragon blood, which it can turn people Ishgardian specifically. In Ishgardians, there's a reason for that I'm not gonna get into. In dragons, a little bit turns you temporary, but if you drink enough of it, it becomes permanent. He was keeping himself on the cusp of doing it, in preparation the day he could use the transformation to surprise and murder his wife, as well as a bunch of others. This understandably horribly traumatized the woman who nearly had her throat ripped out by her own husband, and she took it out on her daughter, declaring her an abomination. She was merciful in that she didn't have her kid killed at first and was just planning on locking him up. But after that, well, that's her escape. She was saved from that fate. She's determined to go. And this woman is absolutely batshit unhinged and spews so much horrible shit. And there's just this amazing moment at the end of the quest line. You beamed down all her men in what was supposed to be a fair trial by combat, where if you won, she'd leave the girl alone. Of course, she very clear she wouldn't do that. And her own daughter, accepting that her mother will never love her and will always hate her, that gives her guard, who now guards her now because he cares about her as his surrogate little sister, and not just because it's a way to get more powerful as a Dark Knight, to go ahead to take her mother's head off, all while she prays for her mother's soul. And there's this moment, tiny little moment, where the mother's maddened face morphs into something else, maybe just a tiny bit of humanity returning, and then it's a goddamn best, some of the best goddamn writing in this game. The quest writer who wrote that went on to write one of the best quests in this game, not quests, but expansions for this game. Hey, but this heat's absolutely unbearable. Well, I've never seen spectacular exotic goods and crafts. Especially no shame. Lots of crap I got to know better. This was a cultured society. It's just now, but I've noticed dealing with peddlers, so let's find ourselves a trader with a proper pedigree. But I don't think people find this stuff. I shall go and scour a bit as far as false states. I take my leave of the flat set. You may wait for me at the house, select. But do make yourself only comfortable. I will not take long. Oh, there he goes again. And so, but we'd like to sign him with your friends. I fear that he may less than endear himself to local style, unlike in Greta. So I finished I found my own orientation comes next to those who share a different cultural background. As, shall we say, not yet come to that realization. In the direction of Emerald Avenue with it. I shall head to in the meantime, see what news I might glean from there. Yeah, no, Ishgard absolutely has no fucking shame and morals. This is honestly fairly tame for Ishgard. But people here either survive in the heat by not wearing winter fucking clothing. I mean, you should understand in this. I know for a fact Ishgard was not always an eternal fucking winter, guys. It wasn't. The world's fucking shit got changed during the Cataclysm, and Ishgard went from, a standard foresty area to, I know this guy, to a frozen, yeah, these parts. Yes, I do suggest possessed of a reputation more than my great house. To him at once. I'd be more than pleased to friend. And how much of this introduction was to you? What? Your piddling knowledge? Things about Canada, you old man. So like the other, and Block only gets as much as he's willing to pay for. It's got to be worth something to you, else you wouldn't be standing here for me. Hold me. Aiden, how heavy is your corpus feeling today? Yeah, Old Out respects money more than it does stuff. This guy's not actually that bad a guy. There's an entire quest line, side quest dedicated to him, trying to make right some people he fucked over when he was younger. But it's Old Out, and you're a prick, so yeah, no, he's gonna scam the shit out of you with no hesitation. And I mean to handle this. Oh, who's this? I don't actually remember them at the moment. Oh my god, it's Emmanuel. Oh my god, I didn't even recognize that was Emmanuel Lane. Meet the fail son. He's trying to be better, he's not. And his significantly more competent opinion. How do you feel this fine day? My favorite Ishgardian, come to pick up Wyman's brain about the latest happenings in the sun. Of course, I'm had obliged in exchange for whispers you headed around the Holy See. And they would glad trade much today, however, I mentally thought for a word of warning. Then the highest of our houses. He was flag trig and subsequent nation. I do not wish to make an enemy of him. Don't take more, just ask our friend Haru. I mean, I was just gonna ask Womon to not be a jerk. He's the first NPC you interact with, and you go to Ishgard as a starter. So I don't bother taking out the Comas. What are you offering is more clear ain't worth the trouble. No, I'm more pressing matter to send him to. Which, if I do say so else, why not a short time along with words so as he so desire? My friend. I mean, of course he'd be like, I mean, Elaine. He's a fucking gossip. All he does is gossip all day. Or sleep. And not really do his jobs. You know, girl. I expect to find you and tell me this count it done there. What is the occasion? Hey, the smell and during son of house when I'm sitting up stages betters. Oh man, you wound me. I have to spare you from potentially expedient encounter. So whenever they shop or they law, if they judge you to be less than known about your surroundings, they will not hesitate to take advantage. When you have a self-indulgent stripling, I'd have asked it. For once, he's actually right. Escalator, what is it, old drill there? So kind of conscious time. Bring manner of information, pray tell where you'd hold to clean from our friend Roland. I mean, he was hoping to find merchant to set up in the firmament. Let's look for someone to make commerce trade in firmament. Well, why to come to the sooner? Do you think the letter of your comrade Emmanuel? And my dear brother said that I might employ my mingling with some progressive or, shall we say, productive ends. So again, there are prime of things. We are making choice bits of rumors and gossip. I'm acquainting myself with no small amount of prestigious merchants and traders, putting many who I believe would be most simply I have expanded operation to Ishgard. And that more than a few of them have the most fetching daughters as well. At any rate, you need more not trouble yourself no further. I'll reach out to the parties in question and make the necessary arrangements. And I only actually convince Lord Fencer to put a good word with the lovely lady Leonette on my behalf. Changes or not. Leonette is Frencel's sister, and this guy's a massive, yeah. Ever since David's kid, he's been basically blatantly crushing on her. It's just that doesn't stop him from trying to flirt with every other woman he sees, and yet he's baffled why she doesn't like him. Sucks. I'll stick to many lords. My lord reigns focused on the task at hand, does not let as much as lead him into any other potentially disadvantaged agreements. Shall we not? We shall be in touch at a later juncture. Email girl, I believe there's a banquet I should all be attending. So every even fuckbreak can serve a purpose on a rare occasion. They can handle this kind of swell without that fool's meddling. So we can long last take a leave of the blessed tenant. So to that tavern called Quicksand. Yes, let's tell him the deed is done, be on our way. I mean, yeah, think of it this way. You could totally handle the negotiations on your own, but like you'd be miserable in this heat. Let the Fop, who was smart enough to dress fucking for the Sultan. That's why I didn't recognize them. Characters will change their clothes in the game, but not that often, so it fucking threw me. It usually requires a super special plot event for someone to change their shit up. We will capstone this part of the quest off, start the next one, and then I will end the stream, because I don't think I'll finish it before we're through. Didn't riff-raff for reprobate. Still, come into a place like this. I cannot but look around for signs of my boy. He vanished with their traits, ambushed by mates on a voyage around the realm. I'm rumors that he's riding a ghoul somewhere, and someone's really inside him out, making the rounds and lives up. But it's like, I try. We're alive. Why would I not return home? Okay, Durndare might not be the rather than assholes, but that would be Dimsol. My mistake. I gotta make. Welcome back, Carl. Not to ask if congratulations bore fruit. And came to an aid, you say? Splendid snack for varying in for the treasure age never ceases to amaze me. You don't say that's here he's making efforts, but his natural proclivity for mingling merits are used for less small causes. But this is what truly motivates them. I'm not saying shit. At any rate, it's clear that he's on this great source. Young iron society to keep him on, so we have a little to worry about. Thank you too if you had searched around. If you had not sought to flag down information around, we might be searching aimlessly in the streets. Stay in your approach to us for next station around. Do you not agree, Haru? Guy's super grumpy because he's like, I haven't abandoned him, so he gets on him. Damn, how many anyone could ever reply with son might be found amongst them? It's beyond me. He told me he meant to leave the sea on a journey around Thank you, leave me alone with my thoughts for a while. I sent next to final destination. It's ready. Our final destination, limbs of the Mensa. We must. Future weeks should find out reliable trading partner that did not pirate route. But full that I thought. You know, when I say I have no love for barbarous outlaws, that they'd think the change much in the year since Lord Admiral Bluffsfossen rose to power. So they must be talking about the previous Admiral Bluffsfossen, her dad. In my sincere thought, find any chance you want, it was those accursed fights that took them from me, and for that I will never forgive them. Yes, he was a boy of great promise, front of this stubborn clearest mind, and burning glass, see the will of the Namuri span at sea ravers raid his vessel. Like they was gone, state, never retrained, he rots in a gold deep beneath the city. Anyway, it's seen wandering Shakespeare's father. I believe he still lives somewhere, but there's only so long a man can. I'd say I would not trust the pirates that have as I could from. You're around my house, I will have nothing to do with them. Well, it's time for Tony's philosophy, your son, Lord Charlemagne. He ain't so up an old one, start playing with favorite tennis shot ahead of us. And I'm from here. No, I will accompany you. That's what happened. Nay, besides skill that I will not shirk my duty, the Lord of House Dondare. Then what wretch I have murdered millions, seized from it the new age, and first ready for my house to do retribution for all I have taken from me. Forget to mention the rogue storyline is being secret pirate police, whose job is keeping the pirates honest as pirates amongst each other. As wish, my lord, let's be on our way. Airship has led me to conclude that the area known as Bullock Hall, Sunshore from the airship landing, would make for a suitable place to commence our efforts. And that is it. Let's see if I can modify this thing to have a secondary over one. Otherwise, I might just leave it like that as a show off that someone was nice enough to give me money. But that be it. That be it. I'm unfortunately probably gonna be busy tomorrow. Now that I fucking think about it, so I might not be able to do some crafter grind, let alone other grinds. But I should be able to squeeze some stuff in. I'm probably gonna do crafter grinds. As much as I want to try to grind up mogstones, the only real thing I'm gonna be doing at the end of the stream, I've decided, is hunting down this elite mark. Where is it? Outer Lenosia. And then maybe a couple cat book things. But that's HighPriest I am. Actually, hold on. Nah, not today. HighPriest I am. I'll see you all.